Hi, this is Imagination with the Healing Garden, and welcome to the Healing Garden and Pando. This is the Radical Global Healing Plan. We are on day 3. Now, I have all of this outlined on my website. It's a course that we are following along with, and this is I don't make a move without having a strategy and a precise plan. And this is about as real as it gets. It's building this with you. I don't do traditional business where I'm in the back doing my thing, cleaning it all up, and then presenting it to you. That doesn't help anybody. First of all, if you're in business and you're here because you're learning how to do business, well, you got to see how it's done. Second of all, if I'm going to customize this and tailor it to meet your needs, then I can't be making it up before I even know you. There it is. There's the truth right there. How can I build a business model off of your needs if I don't even know what you need? Now, in business, we call this research, field research. The thing is, until I actually have it out there to you as a beta to sample, I don't know what you need. So I'm building this literally with you as you need it. And today is day 3, and I haven't done any of the work yet because I've been thinking. And day 1's done. Day 2 is set. Day 3, well, that was yesterday. Today's actually day 4. But yesterday I didn't count that as a day. I said, we're going to take the day off. We're going to self-regulate and take a step back. And I have a self-regulation pattern that I follow. That's what I teach in my course. And that's what I'm going to teach you. It's literally how to self-regulate, because this is something that a lot of us aren't taught. And that's really, I had somebody ask me today, what are you selling? What is your actual product? And I'm like, knowledge. But it's not just knowledge. It's the knowledge that is truth. So it's truth knowledge. That's what I sell, is truth knowledge. And truth knowledge is different than all the other knowledge. Truth knowledge is the stuff that's actually accurate because I have a mathematical consistency and I've got logic to prove it and physics to back it up. So I don't do all the doctored stuff that can be faked. I do the real shit. And I show you the physics and the science behind it on my website. So the next stage of all of this is getting it to the right people. And business has their formulas and it's all wrong. It's inaccurate. And they only use math in their business when they want to look at their sales and profits. I say, why aren't you using math for everything? That's stupid. So I use math for everything in my business because I'm a mathematician. Ish, kind of. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. So I use math to look for success rates. I use math to determine probability and potential. So here's my question is, what do you need? Now, I know what you need because I've been in your shoes. But the problem is a lot of people don't know what they need. Now, this is where everyone's like, oh, well, you got to sell to them. Wait a minute. So here's one of 2 ways that this can go. I can come in with a product that you may or may not need and then bully you into buying it. And already this doesn't feel good to me. I know it doesn't feel good to you. Bully you into buying it, convincing you that you want it when in fact it's shit on a stick. There's a lot of people out there selling shit on stick. So the other option is I create something that you actually need and want, but I don't want something that's going to just, fit your niche. I want it to fit everybody because 98% accuracy rating. So I'm looking at things like penicillin. Penicillin has a 99.8% success rate. That's a really good success rate. So I'm going, all right, well, what is a good success rate? Because I want, and this is the key. If you actually have legitimate product, you have a 99% success rate. That's a good statistic. This is the success rate. Right now, I have a 100% success rate. That's what I've got right now. Now, there are 2 types of mathematical manipulation that goes on behind the world here. The first one is we're going to cherry pick. We're going to bring in people only who will fluff that number. Fertility clinics do this. They will cherry pick the best candidates, bring them in, and then they will call those wins the proof. So when you see something like an IVF clinic and it says 98% success rate, look at their data. In most cases, they cherry picked prime clients to guarantee those results. That to me is doctored. That is doctored stats. That's not pure proper stats. Pure proper stats is you take a whole handful of people without sorting, you drop them in, and if they all spew out, boop, 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 and you get 98%, now that's accurate. That's what you do with penicillin. So the next side of all of this is the people who don't post their success rates. They say stupid shit like 800 billion people served. Well, are they happy? Another one you see a lot of is 1.5 million clients. Okay, what were their results? That doesn't tell me anything. Is that 1 point X amount of people? What is that? In comparison to what? We need a relativity to. And they don't give us the relativity to, so they've just thrown a number out there and we're going, is that 1% of their population? Is that 2% of the people served? Like, what does that mean? So those are two ways they manipulate the math. So when you're looking for a business, look at their success rate. But be mindful that their success rate can very, very easily be doctored by all the bullshit. So I'm not okay just going out there and finding a niche and then tailoring this thing down to just that niche. I'm going, if you have a subconscious mind, this is going to help you. If you have a fucking subconscious mind, this is going to help you. And it literally is the solution to all problems because it's problem solving. It's practical problem solving. That's what I teach people, practical problem solving. Now, all businesses sell a solution to a problem. And I got people who are like, oh, well, they're skeptical. And I've gotten a whole lot of skeptical crap from those people because they don't understand and they don't get what I'm doing here. So when you have truth knowledge and you have the right skills, you can do something called practical problem solving and literally fix all of your problems, all of them. The thing is, you got to have the algorithm. Now I have the algorithm, so that's not a problem. So I built this thing with the algorithm. I put it all in place. I got people coming and going, holy fucking shit, your stuff is like, and I'm like, yeah, I know. But how do you market it? How do you market it? So then we went through this today and I sat down and I was going over how do you market something like this? Because now the mission is to get it out to people. And I view conversation with people as a tap to a tree. You can't just walk in with a tap and just start hammering it into people and just, here, excuse you, stand still while I just tap into your circuitry. That's not okay. So we went over how to give people the choice of being tapped into, but also communicating to them in as little time as possible why it's worth their while. And this is a part of marketing that a lot of people do not ever look into. Not even the big businesses look into this. They're just, oh, well, we'll do the numbers game. If you're playing the numbers game, you're using math wrong. And that's it right there. When you have a fisherman, you can cast your net and just bring it all in, but you're going to get boots. You're going to get weird shit. You're going to get the tangled mermaid who was off in the wrong reef. But if you fly fish, you're going to strategically locate exactly what it is you're looking for and walk away with a lot more. It's called high impact, low energy, high ROI. That's smart business. So I've got all these noisy know-nothings advising me how to do this. And I'm like, we're just going to set those people aside for a minute. I've got other people advising me and we're brainstorming this down. And I'm like, what we've got here is literally something so weird and different. And really at the end of the day, and this is what hit me when I was doing my mental healing, my mental health, my self-improvement, it wasn't about me. It was about my family. It was about my children. I knew that my mental illness wasn't okay. I knew that it was hurting them. And that was the incentive I needed to fix my head. And then it was the love for my partner when I said, this isn't okay. I need to really get my life together, because suddenly I had somebody in my life who I cared about so much that I wanted to be better for him. Now, yes, I then figured out that I'm worth it. But let's face it, if that wasn't the problem, then I would never have needed the incentive to begin with. So the whole philosophy of you need to do it for you is bullshit, because I've been at the bottom of nothing. I've been a slave. I know. And when you're in that mindset, you don't give a shit about yourself. You're fine. But when it comes to the people you love, suddenly it matters. So all of these stupid lectures from a bunch of noisy know-nothings who are flouting all this crap about, oh, you got to do it for yourself, is bullshit. To people who are that trapped, who don't value themselves, that's not going to reach those people. And those are the people who need to get reached. If you already give a shit about yourself, you don't need that lecture. So that has got to be the dumbest advice anyone can give somebody who's in a mental pickle. So if you are in a mental pickle, you don't give a shit about yourself. We've already established that. That's why you're in a mental pickle. So when people sit there and tell you got to give a shit about yourself, well, that's a consequence to doing the mental work. But that's not going to be the incentive that gets you off your ass, because I've been there. That's not what gets you off your ass. What gets you off your ass is realizing that you do have something to live for, which is your family, which is the memory of someone you love, which is the possibility that you will have somebody to love. So either you are in pursuit of somebody to love and you want that future person, well, you got work to do. Or you've got people who are already in your life and you know your sick is hurting them, well, you've got work to do. Or you did have somebody in your life and you know that that person's not going to be okay with where you've taken your life, and you've got work to do. So I'm not here to tell you that you got to do it for yourself. No, you don't. Because that's going to come later when you're ready for it. You've got to do it for them. You've got to do it for them. And that's it, really. You've got to do it for the life that you are going to have. You have got to do it for the children and the people in your life who you already do have. You've got to do it for the people who you did have in your life, who you did love, and who would be upset with where you've taken your life. And that's really what this comes down to. And hell, I built the entire healing garden for a man. And then after that, I learned how much I loved me. But that was a consequence to me caring about someone else. Because that's how the subconscious mind works. Caring about other people first. And then investing in yourself for them. Because that's where change happens. So let's get real. Let's talk about your education, because that's really what this is about. If you were educated properly with the right knowledge, you would know the drastic difference education makes in your life. And if you had the right education, you would know how little you actually learned in school. And if you had the right education, you would have all the answers. And education is everything. It is literally the investment, the upgrade to your brain. And a lot of people walked away from school going, I will never do that again. And then other people said, I don't know how to learn. Other people said, well, they told me I had a learning disability. The thing is, learning is the subconscious mind. And every single one of those persons who abused you, traumatized you, lied to you, who were involved in the educational system lacked any knowledge of the subconscious mind. Even psychologists lack information on the subconscious mind. It's sad. So when I'm coming to you with this information going, yeah, we're going to teach you about the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind literally is in charge of 95% of your life choices. So says NIM and the CDC. Google it. The subconscious mind is in charge of 95% of your life choices. Now, that's if you have a passive relationship with your subconscious mind. You can change that statistic by learning about the subconscious mind. And that's what my material does. That's why we talk about the truth. That's why we talk about knowledge. That's why we give you practical solutions for problem solving, so that you can walk away and go, oh, suddenly this isn't a problem. Suddenly there are no problems. They're lessons to be learned, not problems. Oh, I'm in life school. Oh, I never left school. Life is school. Life is school. And that's what they didn't tell you. You don't go to school to learn, you live life to learn. You don't go to school to learn about life, you live life as a school. And once you understand the right life lessons and the right life school, oh, your life changes. So, and this is really what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm selling a university, but it's really different from anything you've ever seen before. Really different. First, it's based off of the ancient Greek educational system. Second, it's literally straight from Plato's brain into my brain into your brain. So you're getting good quality shit. Really good quality shit. And it's all DIY because true teachers is life. So we have this. And we're on this day 3 of the Radical Global Healing Plan. And I have the outline prepared for where we're going to take this next. And every day is a stepping stone. That's it. Every day is a stepping stone. And we give you these stepping stones in the right order of operations to get you from where you are to where it is you want to go. Now, either you're way ahead of where we are, but you need to fill in the blanks, or you're way ahead of where we are and you need to fortify and cement what you've got. This will do it. In addition, you might be right where we are and you need the step-by-step instruction. And that's just it really is. No matter where you are, as long as you've got a subconscious mind, this is going to do a lot for you. So we have a very unusual product. We have a very unusual approach. And it's going to take a very unusual type of marketing to get this out there. We've had to literally break the skeletal frame for everything prior to this point. And now I'm looking at this going, well, marketing is just one more thing that we're just going to have to break and shape it into this to get it to work. So for today, I'm just stepping back and I'm going to take my time with this. You are going to fly through this material faster than I build it. And that's good. That's okay. But I want to make sure that every single step that I build is exactly what you need and in the right order, because I cannot miss a trick on any of this. So today is another low day. Today is another low day while I make sure everything is precisely where it needs to be. And you are walking into something that is very much a marathon. It is not a sprint. It is about endurance and perseverance. And there's going to be really heavy days with this. There's going to be light days. There's going to be, okay, hold yourself up and just process. And we've got to do it that way because you'll burn out if you don't. And I do recommend absolutely getting your family involved in this. I do recommend getting your groups. You can take this material and put it in your business. You can take this material and share it with a church. Really, this stuff is like compatible. And the more you do this in a group, the more you're going to actually help each other. And what we do is we literally locate the 12 ethics and we amplify them. And then when we find the 12 ethics where they're absent, we either add the 12 ethics or we remove it. And the reason why is because when I was doing my statistical research, one of the things I noticed was these 12 common denominators. And everything in the world that is good, these 12 ethics were present. Everything that's vile, horrible, evil, toxic had these 12 ethics absent. And it's that simple. When you have these 12 ethics, good things happen. When you remove these 12 ethics, bad things happen, real bad things. And as you put them into place and you commit yourself to the work, how well you do is literally determined by how honest you're going to be with yourself. And it comes right down to the same thing every single time. Your ego versus humble submission to the lesson. Arrogance, refusal to learn. Humble, submission to the lesson. And it all comes down on your ego. How honest with yourself are you willing to get? Because I can give you all the material in the world, but if you're not honest, exit stage right. And that's really what this comes down to. If you're honest with yourself, the material will work for you beautifully. But if you're not, it won't work. And that does come down to your family. That does come down to how you want to be for your family. You've got everything for your family. You got to give up the arrogance. You got to give up the ego for the family. And that's what it comes down to. And I know that this mentality is literally going to pull out every narcissist, every abuser, every unethical person is going to say, fuck that, and they're going to walk. And that's okay. That's okay. I am not for everyone. I am not for abusers. That's it, bottom line. I'm not for abusers. So the Radical Global Healing Plan is our day-to-day stepping stone to get you from wherever it is in life you are to where it is you want to go. And it teaches you all the education you should have had to make your life prosperous, happy, easy, simple, fun. It's amazing. Skeptics are going to call me names. I don't care. The people who are in the program are coming back going, holy fucking shit. Yeah, it works. So we have a lot of resources for you. We cover everything from Story Health, Logic Health, Community Health. We provide you with a done for you community. If you're here as a teacher, pilgrim, educator, or business owner, we take care of all of it. We do daily assignments that break down. If you're a teacher, this is your assignment. If you're a parent, this is your assignment. If you're a light worker, this is your assignment. If you're a business owner, this is your assignment. If you're an educator, this is your assignment. So everyone has their own assignment that is catered to their entire perspective. You can do as many or all of them as you want. If you want the full perspective, do all the assignments. If you just want the ones that are cherry-picked for your application and your requirement, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do, it's 100% tailored. In addition to that, I am training the Valkyrie light workers. These are light workers who actually work to learn this material, implement it into their own life, and then they use it to incorporate whatever mission or calling they have to make themselves the best light workers for their mission. And that's it right there. There's being a light worker, and then there's mediocrity, and this is raising the standard, which is why they're called the Valkyrie. So if you want to be a Valkyrie light worker, then absolutely get on board. And I'm calling all of you to me. That's it right there, is I'm looking for my Valkyrie. And then we also have Pando for our community, so that you have a done for you community and network, which is available to you also. So I'm going to be doing a wide variety of everything until I get it honed down. And I'm structuring, restructuring, building, and I'm literally just refining the whole process to make sure that it is custom designed to fit your needs. So, and that's it right there. So I'm going to be taking my time with the Radical Global Healing Plan, building it as I see fit for your needs. And as people come in with Q&A and more discussion, it tells me, oh, okay, this is what we need to do. So then I'm going to take the syllabus that I've restructured and I'm going to restructure it to fit your needs so that every stone is left unturned. So that is vital to my importance. So thank you. I said that all wrong. That is vital to the importance of my mission. So thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.